Guess who's back? And I'm more pissed off than ever. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another podcast on the channel here. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. I had a test streaming test podcast earlier today, and it was blurry as shit. So no, it was not because of the sun behind me. It's not no, it's not because of my unyielding, blinding rage either. No, it has to do with the fact that I am running off of a satellite dish piece of shit internet service. So think of it as more of an audio log, a very long audio log at this point. That one quiet kid. Hey, Mike. Hey, man. What's up? Crown One. What's up, Mike? Not much. I'm ready to really dive in deep to all of the things that I've missed for the past, well, not all of it maybe, but most of the things that I missed for the past month and a half. So yeah, I'm gonna give it the drill. I wait like 10 minutes to just kind of let you guys all kind of come in, take your seats, get your popcorn ready or whatever snack or whatever you're doing. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all do that, and I'm gonna compose myself as much as I can before I start going at it. McShawn Williams, hey, what's going on, bro? How have you been? I've been good, man. How have you been? That one quiet kid, how do you feel about World War II starting on your channel? It's not been World War II actually, or World War III. It's been pretty chill actually. I mean, I feel like people really seem like they've agreed with me on the Batman movie. Like, I've looked back on it. I have more likes than dislikes. It's at like a couple hundred views. I mean, it's not fair compared to for example, Spider-Man Spider-Man Homecoming, or Far From Home, but I expected a little bit more resistance. I'm actually shocked I didn't get any. Maybe it's just because people are just kind of sick and tired of channels like me who just kind of roll up on people and just start yelling about a movie or something. But that's what's been going on for the past couple weeks, is people rolling up on the internet talking a lot of shit. So I'm here to join in. And I'm excited. I'm actually excited. I'm excited to actually have a posse behind me this time, or to be in the posse this time of people going after something. So yeah, Crown One, I believe Hulk 2008 can beat Thanos at the beginning of Infinity War. Yeah, 100%. Candlestick Cinema, is the Craven movie still a thing? I don't know, man. That one quiet kid, did you watch the series Invincible? Yes, I did. I'm shocked that they haven't done a season 2 yet. I think I know why. I didn't listen. I didn't read the comic books, but I did read a few, and I looked at some panels, and I can see what's going on, because they're probably trying to figure out a scene, but it's very integral to the story, I think. So that's probably why it's taking so long for them to do a second season. But yeah, man. Yeah, I saw it. I liked it better than The Boys. Because The Boys just felt like unnecessary, just like violence for the sake of being violent. Where Invincible's violent too, but I feel like it meant more because of the fact that the son was a good guy and he had to fight his dad and stuff. That one quiet kid, would you say Invincible worth watching? I would say it's worth watching if you're into Mortal Kombat type violence. Yeah, I can 100% agree with you on that, but I'll be honest, that first episode, if none of you have ever seen it before, that first episode at the end of the show, I was shook for a few days after I saw that. Let's just say I know that it was basically Discount Justice League, but even watching Discount Justice League get slaughtered was actually very haunting for me for some reason. I'm serious. I was actually very petrified in fear for a while. I was like, oh my, I was like, I'll shake it. Oh, jeez. I gotta lay down. But no, the show is good, but it's definitely Mortal Kombat style, over the top, gratuitous type of violence. So you gotta prepare your stomach for that. But it's a better show to me than, let's say, The Boys. I like The Boys, but The Boys is it feels like it's violent for the sake of being violent, rather than Invincible. I feel like, where at least the violence makes sense. McShawn Williams, I've been good. I gotta say, I agree with most of your thoughts on the Batman movie. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't a great DC film, but it was good. I'll give it that. Candlestick Cinema, do you think Grant Gustin should play the Flash, and should they get Tom Cruise to be Green Lantern Hal Jordan? I don't know, man. A lot of people have said, that he should play as you should have like Tom Cruise play Iron Man. You should have Tom Cruise playing Hal Jordan. I'm just like, Tom Cruise had a pretty good Tom Cruise doing that Top Gun movie was the best thing he could have done than do a superhero career, I feel like, at this point. Because listen, superheroes right now are on the decline. I can feel it in the air. It's on the decline, and it's not no one's fault but DC and Marvel at this point. That One Quiet Kid, have you heard about Batgirl getting canceled and Ezra Miller might be staying in DC? Yeah, that is actually, because I actually wrote some stuff down. Because, like I said, this morning I did a podcast that was like 40 minutes long. I ended up deleting it before I did this video. Everything seemed fine. It was basically a test run for this new internet. The only issue that it seems that I had with the podcast was the blurriness. Like, I was blurry. So that annoyed me. That's why I said, just kind of think of this more as like a audio, not so much as, which it basically is. I mean, I am sitting here and kind of talking and articulating and, all this stuff and reacting and stuff, but it's still mostly just me talking. So, and talking with you guys. So that's basically what this always is at the end of the day. But yeah, I had that in the morning. It obviously didn't work out very well. It seems like everyone was busy or sleeping. I'm on a better schedule now. I'm waking up at like 8-10 o'clock in the morning, which is good. I'm glad I got on a better schedule. It's been that way for like a month. I've been trying to keep that going. Trying to figure out jobs and stuff, figure out what I'm doing and stuff in life. But it looks like my life has come back full circle to complaining about stuff on the internet like everybody else. So feeling right at home right now. Feeling right at home. Tom XD Reactor, welcome back, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, so about like another minute here, and then we're going to get into it then. McShawn Williams, Mike, what's your thoughts on DC canceling a lot of these TV shows and movies? It ain't looking good for them, especially DC Comics. They fired a lot of employees, I heard. Good. People should be fired. I've been saying this for a while. People need to get fired. Like at Marvel, at DC, there are people who need to get fired. Good. I'm happy that people are getting fired. They're trimming the fat. Marvel and DC have put on a lot of fat, and it's their own fault. So hopefully the fat that's getting trimmed is the fat that needs to get trimmed. So am I saying that we're going to get Marvel and DC back to perfection in no time? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's a work in progress and it's going to take time. There's a lot of healing that's going to be taking place after all of this woke nonsense has been completely eradicated. There's going to be a lot of healing, and it's going to take time, but we have to take care of this shit real fast. Otherwise it's just going to get worse, and more people are going to get hurt from it. Candlestick Cinema, it's too bad that the X-Men and Fantastic Four will be in Marvel's Phase 4. They should have had movies before then. Yeah. I was really hoping that we would actually see some X-Men in Infinity War Endgame. Like maybe that was asking too much because but I don't know. I don't know. It would have been cool, but I get it. It doesn't matter now. It's basically done. Marvel's done. DC's done. They're done. Ever since Endgame with Marvel, they've been going downhill. And that much is obvious with She-Hulk. Now, I have been sitting on my hands, just kind of like watching the internet. And let me tell you something. The internet has been going nuts about She-Hulk. Not the way you think, not the way that I wish it was. No, a complete annihilation is what I am seeing. Complete annihilation. And it is unfortunately glorious. Now, it was kind of funny because I was actually a little jealous. I was like, where was all this love with Spider-Man when they were ruining Spider-Man? And I was the only person standing up against these changes that they made to him in the movie. I don't know, man. Whatever. That's not the point. The point is that there were a lot of people, pretty much everybody that I know as a YouTuber, came out and were completely against the She-Hulk stuff. And I could not agree more. I saw the first episode and I was pissed. I was angry. I sat there and I thought, I liked Doctor Strange too, even though it was a bit rough around the edges. But that was directed by Sam Raimi, so that's a little different. And I looked at She-Hulk and I said, okay, here's a woman who is a strong female character, who is a really good character. I cannot imagine them screwing this up. Oops, they did. They screwed her up real good. And let me tell you something. There is nothing more humiliating than watching that with your family and you're just like becoming dead inside the longer that the episode went on. I only watched one episode. I didn't watch the second episode because I just could not stomach watching any more of one of my favorite female characters in Marvel being ruined by complete fucking retards that did not read the source material. Because Anna, that Star Wars girl, shout out to her, because she's been on a rant and rave lately, talking about like how she even showing like these interviews, which she got a good point. Maybe I should have did that with Spider-Man. But she's like showing these interviews and she was like showing off how they basically were reading off a script and they actually had no idea. They never read the books. They never knew anything. They were just making this shit up as they went along. And it was obvious and it was painfully obvious. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just in awe. I'm like, wow, wow. Like these people, I've learned there is no such thing as equality. There is no such thing as female empowerment. There is no such thing as diversity. That doesn't exist to them. What exists to them, what exists to these people is power, money, and influence. That is what has been painfully obvious. Now, it took a while to realize that. I feel like I caught on to that a lot earlier than most people. But the point is that now everybody's starting to see this. The Phase 4 came out. Most people hated it. They hated the Loki show. They hated the Bucky and Winter Soldier thing. They hated the... I heard good things about WandaVision from my brother, but most of it, after all of that, is just trash. I heard the Thor movie was not good. I didn't watch it. My brother said he liked it, but I fucking don't believe him. He tends to let a lot of things go. And I saw Doctor Strange 2. I thought it was okay. It did have some things I didn't like. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's not. The first movie is superior. But this whole phase, and then the whole thing with them with Black Panther, and then replacing Chad with the girl, and it's like, listen, T'Challa's Black Panther. I understand some real life shit happened. It was very hard to continue that because they really wanted to keep going, and that's fine. But the way that they're doing it is not appropriate. You should not have even made a second movie at this point then. You should have just said, oh, he's just in Wakanda doing his thing. Or, like that way, maybe later, like, I don't know, like 5 years later, maybe you could try to replace him with someone who looks like him a little bit. But instead, no, they wanted to do the female. And it's like, they don't do that because they're trying to give power to the women. They're doing that because they're trying to piss people like us off. That's the whole point. And everybody on the internet that I've seen is starting to see that. Everyone is starting to see what's going on. Everyone is starting to read between the lines. It's all coming to a close for these people. And some of them are starting to realize that. So it's good. I'm glad because it is. Their time's up. Because moving on to my next point, Batgirl being canceled. So, how the hell did this happen? Well, let me tell you, friends. This guy who I've been keeping up with, David Zaslav, coming in and basically, he basically bought Warner Brother, I think. So now it's like a Discovery. What is it called? Discovery Warner or something like that. Some other new name. But he came in, bought Warner, and now he has basically the rights to the DC characters and the comic books and all that stuff. So he's going around and he's trying to figure out how do we make more money? See, he's the type of guy who cares about the bottom line, and the bottom line does not fit into the woke agenda, you see, because the woke agenda does not make any fucking money. It doesn't make any fucking money. So all these people are starting to realize, you're starting to see all these people getting fired and all these people like realizing, guess what? The jig's up, motherfucker. Like, that's it. Like, the money's ran out. You don't have any more money to bitch and complain about shit that doesn't matter, about shit that you've made up, about problems that you've created. It's over. It's over. It's fucking done. It's gonna take a little bit longer for them to finally die out, of course, because age, but they're done. They're done. Because what this inflation is doing, what this recession is going to be doing, is it's going to be leading to people getting fired who should have already been fired. Because they're going to look at that and they're going to look at what's going on and they're going to say, okay, we have the opportunity to finally get rid of these motherfuckers. And that's what they're going to be doing. So good on them. Good on them. Because I'm done. I am completely done with these people. So I'm happy. Good. I'm glad Batgirl got canceled. You want to know why? Because it was trash. Everything, all the leaks, all the things that were coming out about it. It was just awful. It was just terrible. Like just sitting there and hearing all of it. I was just like, wow, really? You're gonna be Michael Keaton back just to scald him? Go fuck yourself. Who is no more? And my connection is starting to get unstable. Are we good now? Good. Okay. So yeah, so speaking of piece of it, let's talk about Ezra Miller. So Ezra Miller. So this is the complicated thing, right? You got Ezra Miller coming in, and this was insane. Like I was sitting here for like the past like month, and I was just like, holy shit! Like this motherfucker has been arrested. This motherfucker apparently appeared to be in some type of cult, in some type of like possibly even like a pedophile ring. This motherfucker's crazy. He's crazy. So, but the problem is that they probably have put so much money into this Flash movie. They're like, we can't just scrap this. We've already going to lose billions of dollars already. So they're probably like, okay, PR stunt. So they get Ezra Miller to come out and do this fake ass apology, which I didn't watch because I have no interest in what that motherfucker has to say. He came out, he apologized, and I'm just like, you know, I really don't know if I would ever believe that coming from any Hollywood elite. Probably not. But the point is, it's like you just shit. You're just an awful fucking dude. Like seriously. Or chick or fucking they them, whatever fucking bullshit thing you want to call yourself. That shit's done too, by the way. You're a dude and you're fucking crazy. You should be in prison, motherfucker. So hopefully that they'll get him eventually, but I don't know, man. Like it's really annoying. It's really annoying. Down with Thunder 14, I ever heard Ezra Miller put a bullet in a baby's mouth. Just a rumor, though. Spider-Man known he apologized about his mental health behavior and says he will get therapy. I only hope Ezra is for real. I don't care. I really don't care. Like the shit that I've heard him do, the shit that we've seen him do. We've seen him do shit. It's like no. Like, how does this even happen? How do you get someone to come in, play as one of the best superheroes of all time, the Flash, and then and then the actor be a complete fucking shit show? How does this even happen? Like it's one thing when you're just a lying piece of shit and you hide behind the idea of diversity and equality. It's another thing when you're in a cult and you're doing a bunch of crazy shit, choking out women and fucking robbing people in Hawaii or wherever the fuck he was. Like it is no. 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 Absolutely not. I actually am still mad that he's still like he's still gonna have this movie come out. It's not canceled. The movie's still apparently on track to come out. I'm not happy about that. I think that the movie should be canceled because of the bad PR. Because people are gonna go people are not gonna go to see the Flash movie at this point. Come on. I want everyone in the chat to be honest with me right now. Who here is honestly going to go watch the Flash movie after everything that he has done? Who is really seriously? I mean go and pay money. I'm not talking about oh, I saw the movie for free, for free, right? Because if you want to see the movie for free, that's fine. But are you really going to go pay a $14, $15 ticket, which is ridiculous, by the way, to go see this fucking guy star in a movie? Are you kidding me? He's just a PR nightmare at this point. Absolutely not. Yeah, everyone's like, no. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Someone asked me, I'll probably just go back through the comments, but no, this is not a new computer. So in other news, apparently I should take a break and I should read some of your guys' comments actually. Because we are going to be moving back to Marvel real quick. I'm bouncing around a lot. Okay. Tom XT Reactor. Apparently X-Men replaced named the mutants by the MCU. The MCU can go suck a dick. That one quiet kid. Yeah, Marvel has been off since Endgame. Only No Way Home and Shang-Chi was a phenomenal movies, but but that's it. Candlestick Cinema, are you excited for Matt Reeves' Batman 2? I'm gonna give that man one more chance, but I really not a good first impression. You need to really impress me with that second movie. Atomics Reactor. Did you know Tatiana turned down Venom movie as Annie Wayne before Jennifer Walters? No, I didn't know that. D Epic Plays. Hey, it's me, Dakota. I changed my name. All right, ma'am. Well, it's good to see you. Down on Thunder 14, Mike, what are we talking about? How late am I to the stream? Not that much. To be fair, I don't know how long this is going to be. I might only make this an hour because, like I said, the internet is not great. And, I don't like if it's going to be like a maximum 2 hours, but I'm thinking like an hour, but we'll see. Cause I'm breezing through these surprisingly fast. Faster than I expected. Like I expected to be at the She-Hulk one a bit more. But that's okay. Jonathan 14, are you using a new computer? No, it's not a new computer. It's if it's blurry, it's because my internet's shit. So it's not you. I want to make it clear right now. Just think of it like an audio podcast or something. Sperman, what's up, man? Jonathan 14, I haven't heard Ezra Miller put a bullet in a bit. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Moving on. Sperman, I believe in second chances, but if Ezra apologizes, was a real and not, I don't care if I can forgive him. I don't know, dude. Like he would have to really do some serious, like, you want me to tell you what he should do? This is what he should do. He should pay for all the damages that he has caused in the areas that he has been in where he went on a rampage. He should apologize to all of the people in person that he has hurt and or endangered in any way, shape, or form. He should donate some of the money that he makes off of the Flash movie to the people that he hurt and to some charities. And yeah, I think if he does that, then I would feel like that was a real apology, and he actually, is actually sorry. But he's probably not going to do that because he's not a good guy. I already know he's not. Well, but time will tell, I guess. Jonathan 14, the fact Ezra is still getting into new movies after everything he's done is insane. Well, Hollywood's insane. Hollywood is fucking evil, man. Like, I'm not even going to describe it. Like, the things I've heard you've had to do to get in Hollywood, man. Sparnon, Ezra makes Amber Heard look like a nice person and she poops the bed. Told you, man, butt plug. Solves everything. Atomics Reactor, it is Hawaii. Yeah. I was keeping up with it as best as I could. Like a lot has happened in the past couple months, or the past like month and a half. Down to 14, I think Ezra also robbed a family and stole a couple pass cards. Yeah. That one quiet kid, screw the Flash movie. D Epic Plays, not me. That one quiet kid doesn't even look good. Spermanon, the movie is still gonna flop because of Ezra. Probably. Down to 14, I'm only gonna watch the Flash movie out of curiosity, but I would never watch it again. Yeah. Jedi Prime, not me, not ever, and downright refuse to see the Flash movie after everything that's happened. McShawn Williams, Fex, I gotta be honest, I haven't been really happy with the direction the MCU and the DC's taking, to be honest, and Namor design in Wakanda Forever looks terrible. That should have hit the gym. Yeah. Why is Namor even there? He's like I would expect to see Namor really around like the Fantastic Four. Not so much, Black Panther, I feel like. Or maybe I missed that. I don't know. Spermanon, I'll watch the Flash animated movie, which is better. Yeah. I would only watch the Flash movie with reshoots of a new actor. Yeah. Just put like a fake face on him. They get like a voice change or two while you're at it. And then you'd be like, all right, we're good. Down at 14, off topic question. I just need your opinion on something. There's this 26-year-old chick who likes me. I'm 20, and I don't know how I feel about this age difference. Let me tell you something. All right, we're about to get a little off topic. But it's okay, because I actually might go back into what I was going to say about She-Hulk, where I was going to talk about women. Because you always hear from women how men should act, but I feel like as a man, I should kind of, explain how I would like a woman to act, especially if one that I was interested in, or vice versa, or both, which would be the best case scenario. Okay, so where do I even start? Let's talk about when I went to prom. You're going back in time. So when I went to prom, I, of course, did my thing. I danced, because I was the dance king, obviously. And there was this girl who I was dancing with, and she was older than me. She was like, I want to say maybe 3 years older than me. So completely, so doubled what so you're doubled what I had going on. She was like 3 years older than me. She gave me her number, and I think I called her, or I texted her. I don't know which one I did. I think I did both. Found her Facebook, found out that she was older than me, and then I ended up, basically calling it off, because I personally don't want a woman who's older than me. I am I do not need a sugar mama. I'm not that type of man. I want that equal treatment, meaning like, basically around the same age is what I would prefer. You know, that's basically for you to decide. You're both legal adults, so that's all on you. But me personally, I want a woman who is basically around my age, if not maybe the same age or a year younger. And women, they're supposed to be women. This is the thing I want to lead back with my She-Hulk thing, because She-Hulk, the show, it's just a man hating just show. It's just a really and I'm so sick of it. I really am. Women are supposed to be kind. Women are supposed to be compassionate. Women are supposed to be the yin to the man's yang. But these man-hating cunts don't see it that way. They see it as in they're supposed to have men groveling at their feet, even if they're ugly as hell. And it's just annoying because, like, again, it's annoying because they sit there and they talk about equality, this and that, when in reality, that's not what it is. It's tyranny what they want. They want absolute tyranny, because they're evil people. And when I was younger, when I went to middle school, I was a very angry boy. Very angry boy. I spent years coping with my parents' divorce, moving around a lot, and I was just always angry because it seemed like I would always move like after about a year. So I never really made friends. I never really took the time to associate with anyone or anything, and I just kind of kept to myself. But then there was this one girl. There was this girl who really brought me to my senses, and I realized that I can't be alone. I can't live alone. I can't, because when I was younger, I told myself, when I get older, I'm gonna get a job and a career, and I don't need no woman, blah 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 blah. And that's what I would tell myself, because I didn't want to be like my dad. So I was like, all right, well then I'll be happier living by myself, and I don't need nobody, blah 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 blah. But then when I met her, I realized that that's the most important thing that can be one of the most important things in your life, you know, like meeting someone. It is very important, you know, and I think that women unfortunately are not told that they have to be kind and compassionate and reasonable. Instead, that they have been told to be mean, angry, bitchy. Men should be groveling at your feet. This type of mentality that should not fucking exist. Like, that's not what a woman is. That's not what a woman should be. So I don't know. That's just my perspective. I mean, trust me, it's uncomfortable, especially when you find out that 13% of your viewers is like 40, 50-year-old women. Yeah, you want to see those numbers? It's been awkward for me just as much as I just said that to you guys. But yeah, I figured I would let you know that. It's up to you, you know, at the end of the day. But I want a woman who's like my age, who's kind, compassionate, motherly. I'm not one of those dudes who want a kid. You know, one day I do, or two. Two's maximum. I don't care how much she, you know, flaunts her curves at me. That's not going to be enough for it. I swear to God. But yeah, real talk over. Okay, back to the other real talk, which is you know, just made up characters and movies and TV shows. Okay. All right. Spermanon, I actually edit an intro of all the DCU characters, but I replaced Ezra with Grant Gustin Flash. That's cool. Down 14, Ezra Miller's reverse Flash in real life. Oh, yeah. That one quiet kid, Ezra Miller is the real Joker. Oh, yeah, 100%. That would have been perfect casting. Tom X Reactor, I preferred Woody Harrelson as Eobard Thawne. Tom X Reactor Flash movie 2023 is going to be the same treatment as the Multiverse of Madness. More Batmans than Flash. Yeah. That one quiet kid. We talking women. Yeah. Down 14, Namor has some connections with Black Panther in the comics. Okay. Bro, hey man, what's up? Not much, man. What's up with you? Tom X Reactor is just laughing. He's crying and laughing at the same time. Spermanon, Sugar Mama, ew. Down 14, I'm going to be honest. The reason why it's hard for me to turn her down is because she's cute, comic nerd, and a game designer. This age difference isn't really wrong. It's just weird in my opinion. It's up to you. You know, if she's nice and you like her, then that's okay. Go ahead. You know, that you make the choice, you know, like we all have our preferences. We all have our, if the stars are aligning, if they're aligning, I think that means you should go for it. But again, you know, to teach their own. Down at 14, Sugar Mama, laughing his ass off. Great. A D Epic plays. I like girls. Yeah. Down at 14, and this would be my first relationship if I really go through with it. Yeah. I could see the the nervousness. 100%. I've been in a relationship or two. It is weird because, you know, especially when she's all grabby, you know, hand holding and stuff. It's very weird. I guess you get used to it, but you got to make sure that she doesn't have, don't let her have full control. You know, like make sure it's at least equal as far as like, you know, you're talking to each other and you decide things, and not so much, okay, she wants to go do this, so we'll go do this all the time. That's a mistake. You gotta, you know, sometimes you might want to go somewhere with her. Sometimes she might want to go somewhere with you, you know, like, and I'm just giving you examples, but you should get what I'm saying, right? 20, Tom XT Reactor. I'm 20, but I prefer late 20s. Not much older, yeah. Jedi Prime, fun fact, when Wanda yells "Stop it" in Doctor Strange 2, the actress got hit in the face so hard by a score by one of the kids, and she immediately apologized afterwards to the kids afterwards. Oh, wow. But yeah, kind, compassionate, like not mean, and that's real life. Unknown, I'm sorry to hear about this, Mike. I can actually relate to this. I'm going to be honest. I'm not very social in school. I'm scared to talk to people, especially around girls. I'm basically the IRL Peter Parker. Yeah. Down to number 14. I'm sorry to hear all that happen to you, Mike. No, I've moved past it. I've accepted it and I moved past it. I'm just lucky. I got lucky because if it wasn't for that girl, I would not be the man that I am today. If it wasn't for the school I went to, I wouldn't be the man I am today. I got ridiculously lucky. Ridiculously lucky. So thank God for that. Down to Thunder 14, the only reason why Namor has connections with the Fantastic Four is because of Susan. Yeah, I think that's the only reason why I remember that. Tom X, your reactor. The worst part of the Flash show is Stephen Amell looks accurate to Barry Allen than Grant Gustin. Yeah. That one quiet kid. Imagine if Topher Grace comes back as Venom. Tom X, your reactor. I'm sorry for what happened to you, Mike. It's all right. You don't need to say sorry to me. No, don't apologize. What's done is done. Tom X, your reactor. Skeleton Topher Grace, please. Yeah, I know. I wanna get like a skeleton. So this Halloween, I'm hoping that I can get a skeleton. I'm going to hang him up in the background behind the closet. And every once in a while, I'll just turn back and I'll look at him and I'll just like talk to him and I'll call. And his name's going to be Eddie. I'll be like, how does that sound, Eddie? And just like turn back and talk to a skeleton because I have no friends anymore. But yeah, no, I figured that would be funny, change it up a bit. I don't know. I've been thinking about like so many things with this room because of the window and because the lighting behind me is annoying. I gotta get new curtains. I have not changed these curtains since I moved in. But yeah. That one quiet kid. Also, is it just me, or do I feel like the MCU Spider-Man is the punching bag out of the heroes in the MCU? He really feels like that at this point, doesn't he? McShawn Williams, Mike, I'm just curious, but happened you used to drop a lot of content back in the days. We need you to talk about these topics because at least you keep it real, unlike some people, bro. Yeah, I know. I've because of my internet, I've been thinking about going back to that actually, where I just kind of like, if something happens, I can just drop a video, like a lot of content like that back in the day. I've been thinking about doing that again. So expect me to start doing that in the future because I want to probably give video games a break. I know that that's not the most popular thing on the channel, so probably go back to that type of content where I used to just kind of talk about a bunch of stuff in multiple videos. But the thing is, ever since I did the podcast, it's just been so much easier to talk about all these different topics in such a short amount of time. I feel like compared to back in the day where I would just do singular videos, and now I can do the live streams and I can do the podcast with you guys and talk to you about them. So it does kind of, I guess I can be selective about which topics should be talked about with you guys versus which ones should just be me talking about it by myself. I don't know. It's a lot for me to think about, I will say though, but I appreciate the insight. Thank you. Atomic Reactor. I can't write fast because recently my keyboard is broken. Why? Just like one of those people you playing a game, just like break your whole keyboard. I don't know how you do that. A controller, fine, but I don't know how you break a keyboard. Man, that's ridiculous. That one quiet kid. Honestly, in my school, people really don't like me for some reason. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know. Like I don't know. I was just lucky, I don't know. Spermanon, did you know that they won't bring back the Mr. Fantastic actor in Doctor Strange 2 and will recast him? That's stupid. I actually kind of liked him. I wanted to see more of him. I actually want to see him play him more, Jedi Prime, I think that Topher Grace Venom Spider-Man 3 is a better villain than the Vulture and Drone Man and Iron Boy Jr. 1 and 2. Do you agree? I don't know. Do you prefer a petty villain, or do you prefer a villain who actually they're all petty. Um sure. And I'm going to say that because I get why you're saying that and I understand. And through that lens and that perspective, I can agree. I don't know. It's definitely a weird thing to say. I think I'm just weirded out that I'm saying yes to that. Because we all know that Eddie, Topher Grace's Venom was bad, but no, his character arc was definitely you know, better as far as like him being a villain than like Vulture or Drone, Mysterio. I can agree with that. That one quiet kid, people love to gang up on me just because I give my friends food. Don't you ever feel bad for that. Don't you ever feel bad for that. When I was in middle school, I had a friend who was sitting alone, and I actually like told like my buddies of mine. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go tell him that you guys said that he can come over here, and that's it. That's what we're doing. And they were like, okay. So I went and I got my buddy. He's like, hey, I tell him, I'm like, hey, those guys want you to come over there and sit with them. And I didn't say I said they, because I never wanted the credit for being the good guy. I was like, yeah, they want to see you. They want you to sit with them. So that was like my good guy moment there, I guess, back in middle school. But I didn't never liked people sitting alone that wasn't me. I would sit alone sometimes because I need the time away from people, or I just wanted to be on my phone, or I wanted to do other stuff or whatever. Um, but I never liked when I had friends or I knew people who were nice or whatever. I never like I treated that like a family, like a second family, when I was in middle school and high school. Because when I got to middle school, I stayed there, and then in that area, and then I kind of grew up with them. So then I kind of were there, made friends, and I actually got to be normal for a change. And I went from an angry boy to a very to a good man, I would say overall. But yeah, don't ever feel ashamed of that. That's amazing that you do that. Actually, hope you can afford it though. Jonathan 14, who do you think should be Peter's best friend in the MCU? Johnny Storm or Randy Robertson? Probably Johnny, but Randy's not a bad pick either. Tom X Reactor. That's interesting. LOL. I hope it's a replica skeleton head with anger eyes and much of fangs. Nice. 2014. Johnny Storm should be around Peter's age in the MCU. Yeah, so they're both like college students. Yeah. He gonna hit on all the girls. Good luck with that, Peter. Tom. Why the fuck I call you Peter? You lucky bitch. uh Jedi Prime, people you say that you're trash, Brock. Not yeah, just look back at my Brock skeleton. You're trash, Brock. You just like sit there and he's just sad. Bro, the She-Hulk trailer was deceiving. It was deceiving because I watched the trailer. I'm like, hey, this actually looked good. And then I saw the show. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? But yeah, man. Da, 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 That One Quiet Kid. How many times did the MCU get Peter get his butt kicked? Vulture, Captain America, the Fearsome Five, Mysterio, etc. All beat MCU Spider-Man up. I've lost count, honestly. 2014, the new Spider-Man run sucks. Yeah, I know it does. I know it does. I already talked about that. When Nick Spencer left, I bounced. I was like, all right, I had my fun. Goodbye. I was in comics for like a year, and I bounced back out of Spider-Man books. Are you excited for the Gotham Knights game or no? Yes, I am. The gameplay, I will admit that it looks a little dull, but I'm hoping that later it'll really, over time it'll really pick up. And I think because they showed off a Nightwing boss fight against Quinn because Harley Quinn's in the game. Because they got a better player to play the game, and but yeah, don't expect a lot of podcasts because of this type of stuff. Because, like I said, I want to do those types of videos again where I'm making a lot of content talking about many things, like the She-Hulk thing, like the Batgirl thing, the Ezra Miller thing, blah blah blah. Expect that more because, as you can probably tell already and see, the quality of this video is probably not great right now. But yeah, it's it is what it is. Atomic Sea Reactor, LOL, accidentally dropped my cup of water. Oh no. Get a towel. Down to 14, I thought you didn't like John Krasinski as Reed. Well, when at first I was meh. Well, I honestly don't remember. Did I say that? If I did, then maybe it's because I forgot the movie, but I think I want to see more of him though. Like I think him being in like a 5-minute clip is not enough. I think I need to see how he interacts with how he would interact with Sue and the Thing and Johnny and all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm not sure. That One Quiet Kid, can't blame the actor who played Mr. Fantastic and Mom. He was gaining a ton of hatred because of that scene. Really? SMH, and when I do give my friends stuff, it's always like a 4 against 1. That's bullshit. D Epic plays, hey Mike, I recently hit 100 subs. You know what that is? They're jealous. That's what it is. They're like, he gets food and I don't. I don't know. I'm just assuming. But that's great. D Epic plays hit 100 subs. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Man, I've been paying attention to the drama with what's that guy's name? Corey. He's got like 15 million. He got like 15 million subs or something. He's like talking about like YouTube and stuff, and I'm just like he's talking about like he was talking about like favoritism. Oh, trust me, I know YouTube does not like me, buddy. Why do you think I'm still am where I'm at? Like, damn. Like I've been at this for like 6-7 years. Jack trying to talk about, oh, I've been doing this for like 10 years. Fuck you, Jack. Like, I'm not going to talk about that, but I've been paying attention to that a little bit too. And I just been like, don't even talk about it at this point. I already know that YouTube plays favorites. Down 14, thoughts on Sony making an El Morito movie? I don't even know what that is. I'm going to be honest. That One Quiet Kid. Remember when Johnny Storm had a crush on Jessica Drew in the Ultimate Universe? But yeah, that was probably because of the pheromones, though. So you can't really blame him. Atomic Sea Reactor. Speaking of the Batman, the Catwoman is white. She's Latino. I was going to prefer Eliza. Oh, God, I'm going to butcher this. Gonzalez, or maybe you can look up. Oh, God. You guys are going to make me do this again, huh? Okay, fine. While my internet's shit, let's look shit up. what's her name? Just Michael, just copy it. I always do this where I don't make my life easier because I hate myself. Why do you do that to me yourself, Mike? Oh. I can kind of see it, but I don't know. I'm not feeling her. I'm not feeling her. I can kind of see it though, but I'm not feeling it. Spider-Man Unknown. Speaking of Sony, have you heard of the Madam Web plot? It's ridiculously stupid. I'm sure it is. McShawn Williams, what's your thoughts on Ben Reilly being confirmed for Into the Spider-Verse 2? Not surprised. They're gonna try to get as many fan favorites in there as possible. I don't care how much the IRS tries. I'm not paying taxes. Jonathan 14, have you seen the Harley Quinn show? Yeah, the first 2 seasons. At the end of the second season, I said, fuck this. It just devolved into this shitty show. And I was like, all right, I'm done. You want to do this lesbo thing, huh? All right. Yeah. Bye. It's dumb because they took Poison Ivy and they completely changed Poison Ivy just so they could do that. Remember, when Poison Ivy kisses you, you're dead. You're dead. You're gonna die. But yeah, I don't know. Spider-Man, I heard that they're doing a Gotham Knights game prequel comic. I'm sure they are. They've been doing a lot of marketing for that. That one quiet kid, NGL. I feel like people hate Damian Wayne a little too much. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I'm just like, yeah, but sure compared to some other characters, but Damian really is just a little brat at the end of the day. Like he just like he's just frustrating. He is a frustrating little boy. Bro, I was right about Daredevil coming on She-Hulk. Yeah, because I didn't see him yet, and I'm probably not going to. Which you're not going to because it's like they can't even do a lawyer scene. They even came out and they said we can't do a lawyer scene because we don't know how. Then fucking get some people who made the Daredevil show. Maybe you should do that. Instead, no. Let's just focus on her, watching She-Hulk change laundry because she's a woman. Like, it's like, go fuck yourself. Like it's ridiculous. Down to the routine. Did you know that last year Chris Pratt was getting a lot of hate all over the internet? Yeah, I know. It's because he's a Christian, you see. You see, Christians are oppressed. They got it rough. Like, no, seriously though. These fucking woke fucking evil Satanist worshiping dickbags are just they hate it. They hate Christianity. They hate like they hate love. They hate it all. Like they're crazy. They're fucking nut jobs. So yeah, they're going at Chris Pratt because he's probably making fun of because he makes fun of him. Because he makes fun of him. He doesn't care. Like what the fuck does he have to worry about? He plays as one of the most famous characters in the world in Marvel. He works for Marvel as Star-Lord. The man could not have it better right now. Like he really couldn't. Of course, I'm not surprised. Timex Reactor. It's funny how RDJ was originally going to play Doom before Iron Man after Lex Luthor. Yeah, I can't even see that anymore. I'm like, that's crazy to think about. Dino Thunder 14, Mike, I dare you to break dance when you hit 1,000 subs. I'll tell you what, I will. I will break dance if I hit 1,000 subs. I will give you some Drake Bell action from that superhero parody movie, and I will break dance like a motherfucker. Corey X Kenshin is the GOAT. Yeah. He's a bit like when he was listen, I don't know anything about Corey, but when he started talking about like, you know, YouTube being racist and all that shit, I was just like, I'm white. So does that mean that I should have like 800,000 subs? Like, fuck you. It's not a race thing. Like, it's just stupid. It's not. It is a favoritism though. Don't get me wrong. YouTube favors Mark and PewDiePie, but where's racism? Where? Why? Because there are two white guys who have who are they like the top two, and then Jack's like the three, and then Corey's got what, like 15 million subs? Are you fucking kidding me? Hello, I have like 800. Hi, some people have like 100, and some of them are white. Like, ugh, just shut up. I agree that there's favoritism, 100%, because YouTube don't like me, but still, it's like, no, no. Like, don't take a good theory or a good accusation and then turn it into a poor me situation, because that's what I was feeling from that, and I was like, not after the last like year or two, you don't get to say that. So I like, seriously, not after the last year or two, you know, with shit being burned down. Go fuck yourself. Like, fucking got black people just assaulting Asian people in broad fucking daylight in New York. Like, shut up. Like, just, I can go on and on and on, by the way. Again, I don't like to get political on this channel, but Marvel and DC have forced me to, because that's all they know how to do lately. It's called be a good person. It's called be a good man or a good woman. Don't sit there and like, you know, I get it, you know, when you get age restricted, but then someone else doesn't, I get it. You know, whatever, there's favoritism on YouTube. We all know that he's not wrong, but to imply the racism part is like, you don't got any good evidence for that. So that one you might want to put in your back pocket or something. But I don't know, man.